Marty, wow, what can I say? Very disappointing day today. Lost 1-0 at Liverpool. We went into this game with so much high expectation. You were buzzing, bouncing off the wall as you always are. Tell me how you feel now.
I'm still bouncing off the wall because I've been doing content with you lot all day and it's intense and it gets your adrenaline going. But look, fair play. Listen, I'll put it out there. Fair play to Liverpool for getting a win. That was an absolutely fantastic, phenomenal free kick. Dominic Szoboszlai from 35 odd yards sticks that in the top corner, posting in. No goalkeeper in the world getting that, I believe. It was a fantastic free kick and it's a match winner. Zubimendi, I think very naive. It was a challenge. We puts him with his knee to a knee. I've only watched it when I watched it live. I haven't re-watched it, but that's what I saw. It's an area where you don't want to give away a free kick, especially when they've got players like Szoboszlai that can do damage like that. It's like you wouldn't want to put that in front of Declan Rice. You wouldn't want to put that in front of Eberechi Eze. And I think Zubimendi was very good in the first half, controlled the game, sprayed the ball around well, and he let himself down there. And I don't like to single him out saying that he cost it, but I just thought it was a naive challenge. How it was with the knee, you're never going to get. You're not going for the ball. You're going to bring the man down. And there was players in front. How the game started, obviously, it's never good seeing William Saliba go off in the 4th minute. He went down, saw him go down with a minute and a half on the clock, and I saw there was a problem, there was an issue with him. And obviously this is another player that's gone down injured in games. There's obviously some sort of issue here with these players. I mean, you're going to pick up injuries in the Premier League, I understand that, but we haven't even started cup competitions. We're playing one game a week, and thank God for the international break coming, because hopefully that's going to help us recoup some players and get some players together, get some injuries. Get some injuries rectified, but fair play to Mosquera. Mosquera came in and did a job expected of William Saliba, like William Saliba wasn't even there, so big respect. And that goes to show the levels of depth that we have, is when you can replace a player like William Saliba for a game like that. And I'm not saying he's William Saliba, but I'm saying we didn't know. So we didn't concede because of sloppy play at the back. For me, in the first half, we controlled the game. We were, I say, all over, and we had many chances. I thought Madueke was really good down the right-hand side, and again, Zubimendi putting those balls in. I thought Gyökeres had a couple of sort of half chances where he could have cut inside, and we could have been maybe a little bit more decisive. Team selection-wise, look, no disrespect to Marino. I like Marino. I think he's a good player, but we've got 4 number 10s sitting on the bench. This is a game where you need to be creative. Chances are scored by creativity, and obviously we lack that hugely. And when you go to Anfield, you need to go there to put these teams away. It was like a lot of the time we were playing with the handbrake on, and we were very reserved and we were very reluctant to go at them. I think they were there for the taking today.
I said that. I said exactly that. I think, to me, they were there for the taking. Okay, it wasn't a great game, but I honestly felt, especially with the way we started, that we could get something. So ultimately, I'm so disappointed.
They were there to be got at. Fair play to Liverpool in the second half. They worked out what Arteta was doing, and they made the relevant changes. And then obviously they changed the game. They started having a bit more luck. They started pressing us. Because for me, in first half, Ekitike and a lot of their players were non-existent, and they didn't have much. And then they made a few changes and they started having a bit more luck. And that's where the game changed. I would have loved to have seen Arteta make those changes a lot sooner, i.e. at half-time. Eze, this is what as soon as he came on, he lit the game up. He made, albeit the goal was scored when he was on the pitch, I understand that. But you could see the intent, you can see what he was trying to do, you can see everything, and I loved everything I see. There were some fantastic touches down the left-hand side. Look, all credit, no disrespect to Gabriel Martinelli, but there was a period of time where I'm like, this guy's just got to come off the pitch. And that's no, I'm not disrespecting him at all.
No, you've not said anything there that nobody else hasn't said. So I think it's just general consensus. Martinelli, not only did he not play well today, let's be honest, he's not played well all season.
No, he hasn't, and he certainly didn't cover himself in flowers today with that performance. But that's where I think Arteta hooks him and brings Eze on, or makes those changes again. Look, if Odegaard's not fit enough to play, you don't bring him on as sub. But he's your captain, and you've got to start. I think
I find that weird. I mean, if he was good enough or fit enough to play with 30 minutes to go. Why not start him? And then if anything, you can bring him off when if things are not going well.
Look, it's an interesting team selection, and obviously Arteta's going to be criticised heavily for that because he hasn't gone with a team that you would normally see Arsenal set out with. The only change you'd probably put is Eze on the left instead of Martinelli. But I think if Odegaard plays in the 10 and Eze comes on after Martinelli, I think he will be criticised for the Mourinho decision, even though we controlled the game in the first half. And I'm not saying Mourinho's bad, because he wasn't. It's just, unfortunately, these games are decided by pieces of genius play, and that's exactly what Szoboszlai did. You know, he hits a fantastic free kick into the top corner, and that's how this game was decided. Look, was it tense? Was it a nail biter? Yeah, but was it a high scoring game? I predicted that Arsenal will win this, and I generally believe that we've got the artillery to go to these places and win and beat these teams. And today, in the second half, we didn't turn up. That game was there for the taking. It's disappointing and it's unfortunate, but you can't take respect away from Liverpool. They're champions. You know, we lost today, and you know, we didn't get it right.
You know what, Marty? It's difficult to disagree with anything you said there, mate. Well said.
Thank you very much.
Nice one.